I grew up in a kind of chaos, broken home. I had a stepfather that was very physically abusive. He was a severe alcoholic. Not only was he physically abusive, but he was also sexually abusive. I remember telling my mom what my stepfather was doing. And she, in so many words, said, well, he pays the bills, and kind of was swept under the carpet. And so for several years after that, the abuse continued. I was probably about 8 years old, and that just devastated me to the point where not being able to deal with it in a proper way, I turned to drugs. When I was about 35 years old, I just lost everything. I lost the people anybody that I had in my life. I had burnt all my bridges. I ended up becoming homeless, and I was in probably the darkest place that I'd ever been in my life. Laid down on a cardboard box down by the waterfront, and I prayed that prayer to him, and I just reached out and said, I can't do this anymore. And about a half hour later, a search and rescue van pulled up, and a group of volunteers jumped out, and it was my first interaction with the mission. Over the course of my time being here at the mission, I was able to reconnect with my family, reconnect with my mom, and we talked about things, and I forgave her. She recently passed away in September, but you know, it was great too, because my mom went to heaven being proud of me instead of thinking of me as a junkie. So that was huge. Loving, soon we'll be making another run. The loving, promise blankets to everyone.
You should write a song.
Being able to just come out and show people that they matter motivates me. We always say that we know 2,700 people's names out here on these streets, and people think that we may be exaggerating, but it's not. And I had one guy, Daryl, come up to me and said, hey, how come you remember our names? I'm like, because you guys matter. You guys are somebody. I see you.